Hey, it's Amanda from Riata Ranch, and I've kind of had a thought and I really wanted to share it with you because I really think it's going to help you. I'm going to talk about the cow turn and 3 elements to the turn. The first part of a cow turn done correctly is the setup. Alright, so what do I mean by the setup? What I mean is, if this is the horse and this is the cow, the setup is this really nice arced shape. Alright, so that the cow has this bubble here to move through. Alright, so as you can see from this shape, the horse would be looking at the cow. Alright, and it's in the perfect position to then turn and not create too much pressure through the middle here, which would then make this cow just run. Okay, just run this way. The horse needs to turn in its tracks. Alright, so if we have a look at this little diagram here, the hip is just a little bit in. This is the setup that you need. So you need shape in your reins. You want your horse to be looking at the cow. Alright, so wherever your horse's nose is, it can then move through that turn. It's in a setup where it can slide that inside hind and then get back in its tracks. You want the horse to do that. Alright, the second part of a correct cow turn is what I call the middle of the turn. The horse needs to draw back. Alright, so set up, drawing back. I want that, we need that horse to really be on its hind so that it can then put its weight on its hind and then move its front end. The draw back and then the middle of the turn is where the complete freedom is. So no pulling them through the turn, no legs. They need complete freedom in that middle of the turn. That will encourage them to want to turn. That's where they get all that release of, I guess, pressure. If your horse tends to want to jump in on the cow, which my horse can, he's really cowy and he just wants to get to it, that's right in the middle of the turn is where you need to pick them up. Okay, that's not what you want. You need to pick them up and go, no, you need to get back in your tracks. All right, and that's where they need to feel the freedom, when they're completely back in their tracks. The third part of the cow turn is coming out of the turn. So once you come out of that turn, you need impulsion. All right, so then that's where you can then ask your horse to, hey, let's get over there, let's get to the cow. Okay, so that the horse has impulsion out of the turn. When you have impulsion out of the turn, that horse is going to move through the middle of the turn quicker. All right, and I just think that's really going to help you. Anyone who wants to do cattle work, I think it's going to help you. So that's kind of 3 things I've been thinking about as I've been away. Those elements of a cow turn. Give it a go. Try it. Make sure you can move your horse's quarters, so the shoulder, the hip, get the setup correctly, freedom in the turn, rocking back, of course, and then out of that turn. All right. Thank you so much for watching, and I really do hope this helps you, and I appreciate all your comments.